today we're going to be getting into the floor on Delilah, driver's side floor. We're going to cut that out. We got a replacement panel. Doesn't quite cover it good enough, but we're going to end up making some pieces and filling it in. It's going to be a hell of a lot better than it is. So, when we last left off, we ordered up the heater core for the car. We're still waiting for that to come. So, in needing to move...
Alright guys, so as you can see, there is a few more holes in here than old Plymouth decided there should have been back in 1966. So we gotta remedy this situation, or we're gonna be yabba dabba doing it down the road. So, yeah. So, first, you got the super sweet wire cover. It covers the wires that go all the way to the rear of the car. Right here, ours is kind of rotten up to about this point here. I'm gonna cut this, get it out of there, pull the wires out of my way, and then I can set the panel in here and start doing some marking and twisting and bending on it, see where exactly we got to cut first, and go from there. All right, let's get into it. I don't know what they were thinking with this. Obviously, it's a very basic stamp. It's all and whatnot. So, I don't know. I got to try to make this a little bit more of a round curve. Right now, it's just a I don't know if you can really see that on camera, but she's just flat. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not, but let's give it a shot. Well, put that in the car, just fitted it some more, got these lips bent a little bit better, got this a heck of a lot more of a round shape. I'm sure some guys are going to see how I did that and have their comments, but hey, I'm no body guy. I just can't see paying somebody else to do something that I can do good enough. This car isn't getting restored. We just need to make it structurally sound and, you know, reliable. Just a good driver. So yeah, did some trimming over here just a little bit. Nothing major, just kind of set it in the car, seen where some humps were and whatnot. But let's get it set in there and we'll do some marking, probably some more trimming, because we don't want to replace more than we have to. We don't want to cut out
need more of the original than we have to. So we'll get it set in there, see how it goes, do some trimming, and then we'll cut the old one out and go from there.
Alright guys, so we got that all cleaned up, our border edge. Rot comes a little bit further than I'd like it here. You can see there's some pinholes and stuff over here. But we'll get the main part of the pan laid in here. Do some marking. We're going to cut away essentially small sections at a time. Like I said, I don't want to cut too much out of there, but just the stuff that is needed. So up in, let's see if I can adjust you guys here. Up. Let's see. Under the brake pedal area up there. There we go. It forms up. It kind of dips. You know, it's a kind of goofy bent piece there. So our pan comes to like right here. We're gonna cut to there first, and then we'll get that tacked in there, and then we'll end up cutting that other section out of there so that we can form those properly. So yeah, that's where we're at. Good. Good from that. This here is pretty decent. We're going to trim this. Okay. Made some marks on the pan here. I'm going to trim these sections off here quick, and then come back and test fit again. Alright, so I'm going to have to take the parking brake cable out of there along with the dimmer switch. So just there's a couple metal screws holding the dimmer switch on, and then the park brake cable. It looks like those screws are pretty much long gone. So I'll take those and just grind the heads off and see what I can salvage in this port bracket. I might have to make something for that. Yeah, that's where we're at. Alright guys, so a little bit of parking brake fun here I figured you guys should know about. Well, so you got these two cables right here. Sorry the lighting down here sucks, but you got these two cables here. This bracket was in here, clips around these, those go on the outer side. Then in the center is the park brake cable itself, okay? That comes through. Oh, hard to do like this, but that comes through here, nut goes on there and adjusts it, okay? That nut, I ended up taking a wire wheel, cleaning up those threads. Gosh dang it, the lighting really sucks under here. Cleaning up those threads with wire wheel, and then I ended up having to use just a little map torch to heat up the nut enough, and then it came right off. Next part is where it comes through the frame here. Okay. So that was pretty darn stuck too. So I ended up taking a chisel, just kind of jeepers, just kind of tapping up and around that, and now that cable can come out of there. And then the bracket's pretty easy. The bracket inside, you just unbolt it. 3 bolts, take the handle off, that comes right out. And now all of this should lift through the top, through that giant hole that we're trying to fix up there. All right. All right, guys, park brake cable's out of the way. Now, put the pan back in here, and then I'm gonna do a trace on it. Try to be as accurate as possible on this. Remember, you're gonna cut on the inside of the line, so you don't end up with a hella gap. Okay, then I know. Yeah. I'm gonna end up cutting down that lip because I'll end up cutting more of this out of here, but for right now, I just wanna cut up to that lip. Okay. Same thing on this side, up to that lip. There. Grab my glasses and cut off tool. Alright guys, the joys of rust repair here. So, when we cut that out, the body mount on this, where it mounts down to the subframe, is a little bit more gone than I would like to see it on some parts. Some of it's super solid, you can feel. Some of it's pretty thick yet, but I'm going to cut some of this floor out of here and see how much of that I got to repair or replace. I'm going to, I don't know how much of that holds the body here or whatnot. I shook the car, it feels solid still, but before I cut any more floor away, I'm going to support this part of the body just in case, but I don't want to break any windshields or anything like that, having any shift, but alright, that's where we're sitting with that. So, I have to remake this mount. So not so much this back panel, but mostly this mount and then the lower half where it connects in here. So, it's more than I wanted to do, but it's got to be done. So, alright. Start taking measurements on that and go from there. Holy smokes. Alright, we're back. So, it's been,
probably 3 weeks since I've been able to work on the car. I've been out of town, Vegas, New York, friggin' you name it, man. We've been there. So, Wisconsin. But we're finally back. I got a week off to finish up this floor. So, I did get the mount all welded up and in place. We got it made out of all 1/8" material and everything. Scraps I had laying around the shop and whatnot. But got the mount done, and now it's time to work on patching the floor again. So, let's get into this. Alright, so let's try test fitting that floor. See, we got the mount all replaced, it's all bolted in now. Got the rail cleaned up, some rust inhibitor and whatnot on there, and just got a little bit of fresh paint on there, but some primer and paint. But yeah, let's work on filling this void. I am going to have to cut and trim some more. I wanted to start getting this in place, but like this is too soft yet, so there's going to be like, I don't know, 1.5 inches or so. It's got to be replaced here. This bend right here is a little soft yet. Might as well replace this. And then here, but I figure it would be nice to get this in place, get it tacked in place, and then I can start cutting some more of that away and repatching that in. Yeah, I tell you what, when they make body panels specifically for your car, like AMD, man, are they so much better. Like, I ain't gonna say, I thank gosh for this, but AMD sure does make some nice stuff. And I wish they would have made this section right here. It would have been a lot nicer. But it is what it is, and we're not restoring the car. We're just getting a good driver going. We love driving this, and honestly, I gotta get my Roadrunner done. So I need to get this done so that I can get on that Roadrunner and get the swept line going. Like, that's my big projects. But that Roadrunner's been like, whew, I'm gonna say like 7 or 8 years, but shit, it's probably been longer than that. So, anyways, let's get to it. Alright, so I decided to save you guys some boring film of me welding everything in. This is how it ended up. As you can see, I've taken the grinder, kind of roughed everything up, get it ready for some primer and some paint. We ain't going to do anything special on it. Yeah, I didn't even really knock the welds down all that much because it's just not that important. It's going to be under juke, under carpet, all that. Most important thing, I'm going to take and seam seal around all the welds, around the patches and everything. And yeah, then we'll get some primer and paint on it, and we'll show you the results.